Thanks for tuning in today. I want to talk with you today about vulnerability. Does anyone out there think that vulnerability is a weakness? Maybe you think it's a strength. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liana. I am a therapist at Mindful Healing, and I specialize in working with teens and young adults. And as I mentioned, I want to talk with you a little bit today about vulnerability. And many of the teens and young adults I work with consider vulnerability to be a weakness. They've maybe learned that crying is bad, that expressing or identifying or talking about your emotions is bad, that taking risks, trying out for sports teams, or maybe even talking in front of the class, doing things that they don't feel extraordinarily confident in. Or for many teens, that they don't feel like they're not even just confident, but the best in, is a risk for them, and therefore requires being vulnerable and would be seen as a weakness. And I wanted to share my 2 cents on it, because I think that being vulnerable can be a strength. I think that it has a lot of benefits. I also think it's scary. I know I grew up personally feeling like it was a weakness, even though logically I knew otherwise. I grew up with the belief that it was a weakness to cry. You don't cry in front of other people. It's a private thing, and you don't let people know that you cry. And it didn't matter why. It didn't matter if it was at a movie. It had nothing to do with you. You don't cry. And I had to learn that wasn't the case. That it wasn't a weakness. And that one of the elements of happiness is a willingness to be vulnerable. That if we want to accomplish our goals in life, that requires risk. We have to risk losing them. Sometimes we have to take risks to get them. And with risk is vulnerability. With connection to others is risk, and therefore vulnerability. To have a sense of belonging, to feel truly known at our core. We require being vulnerable. We require being open to other people. And that's a risk. That can be really scary. And it doesn't mean that we'll always come out unscathed on the other side. And it's worth the risk. Vulnerability helps us be authentic. It helps us build empathy and understanding. It helps us accomplish our goals and be happy. It helps us find a true sense of belonging in this world and to feel truly known and connected to others. Again, let me know your thoughts on vulnerability, any other benefits that maybe I didn't mention that you've found or experienced. I would love to hear from you. Share your comments below, and thanks for watching today.